During the war, no one believes the words of the enemy commander. Historically, there have been countless examples of deliberately using such lie operations. Even though Hitler signed the Munich Peace Treaty with British Prime Minister Chamberlain, he broke his promise and invaded Poland within a year. Of course, Putin's words are unreliable. Even if the peace agreement between Russia and Ukraine is reached 5 times, Putin's Russia cannot be trusted. Putin said he would never sign an agreement until he had a goal he was satisfied with. If Putin stops the war and signs a peace treaty, even though the Russian people or the military do not achieve the desired results, Putin's political life will be at stake, so Ukrainians and the West cannot believe what Putin is saying. One of the most important things in the Ukrainian war is whether Russia is complying with the current situation. It is known that some troops have returned to Belarus and Russia, while Russia has promised to reduce military activities in the fifth peace negotiation between Ukraine and Russia. However, as Russia has repeatedly lied and performed false flag operations, analysis is coming out that this move may be another tactic. The false flag operation refers to a military technique that manipulates the opponent by attacking the opponent while pretending to have been attacked first. According to the Reuters news agency on the 29th, after the negotiations held in Istanbul, Turkey, the Russian side announced on the 29th that it would significantly reduce military activities in Kyiv and Chernihiv. But US President Joe Biden has said he will keep an eye on the Russian announcement. He said he wouldn't believe anything until he sees the Russians take action. US Department of Defense spokesman John Kirby also reported that some Russian troops actually moved away from Kyiv, but they were relocating rather than withdrawing. He also emphasized that one must not be fooled by Kremlin's announcement. Even on the same day that Russia announced that they would reduce military activity, they actually continued their attacks. According to the Ukrainian State Emergency Services Agency, the Russian bombing destroyed half of the government buildings in the southwest of Mykolaiv this morning. At least 12 people were killed and 33 were injured. CNN reported that explosions were heard several times in an eastern residential area about 5 kilometers away from Irpin on the outskirts of Kyiv. The Russian Defense Ministry said at a briefing on the same day that the Russian military was continuing special military operations in Ukraine. Even before starting the invasion of Ukraine on February 24th, Russia said that it was not an invasion of Ukraine, but a military operation to eliminate a security threat. In particular, around mid-February, Russia sent out a series of external messages saying that there would be no invasion of Ukraine. On February 15th, Putin said that he wanted to compromise, not a war, and announced that he would withdraw troops from the border area. A day later, on the 16th, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said at a briefing that talking about Russia's airstrikes on Ukraine is ridiculous. As if to prove this, the Russian Ministry of Defense even released a video of the withdrawal of some units on that day. It was February 20th when Russia started to reveal its true colors. Russia's ally Belarus has said it has decided to extend joint exercises near the Russian-Ukrainian border indefinitely as conditions worsen in the Donetsk and Luhansk regions of Donbass. The extension of this joint exercise became a special military operation for the liberation of Donbass, the will of the Kremlin, and an invasion of the entire territory of Ukraine. The United States did not believe Russia's claims from the beginning. When Putin mentioned the withdrawal of troops, the White House countered that there had been no withdrawal and, rather, that the number of troops at the border had increased. Ukraine also did not believe the announcement of the Russian military. Ukrainian President Zelensky said in a speech on the night of the 29th that talk with Russia had been positive, but had not called the Russian bombing. So the negotiations between Russia and Ukraine are absolutely unreliable. the negotiations themselves could be a false flag operation by Russia, as Chamberlain was deceived by Hitler. Ukraine must be careful. Afterwards, in the 20th century, agents with enemy flags deliberately used many strategies to obtain cause for war by surprise and bombardment of Allied railroads and roads. An operation to create the cause by pretending that there was no enemy attack, such as the Lagacho incident on July 7, 1931, which became the main spark of the Sino-Japanese War, is called the representative false flag operation during the Winter War invasion of Finland during Stalin's Soviet regime in 1939. The Soviet Union also used the false flag operation as a pretext for war. Even in the current Ukraine crisis, Russia is already being scrutinized for carrying out false flag operations several times in the Donbas region. The case of introducing Russian regular soldiers and Russian-made weapons into Donbas region as if they were members of the pro-Russian rebels had already been used several times since the invasion of Crimea in 2014, so we can't trust Russian Putin's words.